Welcome to episode 2 of Coding Corner's Python beginner course. Before writing real code, we have to make sure that it will run properly. And in this episode, we will be exploring naming rules in Python. Since Python is strict about naming, it is important that we use naming rules in order to avoid errors. So here we have Anaconda Navigator. And today I will be using the Spyder IDE, but feel free to use any Python IDE you want. Okay, so here. Good naming are names that only have numbers, letters, and underscores, such as this would be a good naming. This would also be a good naming. And this would also be a good naming. So let's just assign those variables. Okay, now examples of bad naming rules would be naming rules that include characters other than numbers, letters, or underscores, such as username with a dash. This would be a bad naming rule since it uses a dash and it's not a supported character. Also, this would be a bad naming rule since names cannot start with numbers. Another bad naming rule is if it uses Python keywords, such as for or if. So if it uses for, as you can see, it's purple, so it's a keyword. This would also be a bad naming rule. So in conclusion, when naming, we should avoid using Python keywords, characters other than numbers, letters, and underscores, and avoiding using a number in front. Okay. Now that we know naming rules, in the next episode, we will start storing values inside of these names. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you later.